Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Shadow Scizor. We did use it yesterday for a few battles. I made the investment, so we're going to go ahead and use it today all the way. We're going to be pairing it up with several different Pokemon, but specifically we have Poliwrath here, which is going to be paired up with it the entire time. I guess you could even say this is a Poliwrath video. So I'm not going to be able to hit my quick moves immediately after I hit my charge moves for this first battle because I am on my Wi-Fi. That's just one of these functions nowadays for Go Battle League, well, personally for myself. So after that, we go back to the data. But anyways, Shadow Scizor did great. All right. It is kind of squishy for sure, but it hits hard. We're going to be going with Bullet Punch, Night Slash, and Iron Head. You're going to use Iron Head once in a while. It's going to be kind of an opportunist type of move. You need to do a little bit more damage. You know that they might let it go for it. Otherwise, Night Slash, you can get that boost potentially. And we're also going to be using Crobat for a good amount of time here as well. Crobat's always good. We already all know this. It's fantastic. Mine's not going to be Shadow. We're just going with the regular. So with that said, I liked it. Let's see how it does perform. Actually, I have a few more things I want to talk about. As they do swap into a Sylveon to catch that Dynamic Punch. Very nice catch. And we're going to go ahead and just farm down here. Look at that beautiful farm down Bullet Punch. Yeah, they're really digging in with that Charm. And we're a Steel type as a matter of fact. So it's like, wow, that's a lot of damage. But at the end of the day, we're coming out on top with energy and a good amount of health left to survive here. So it puts in the work. Like I said, you got to look out for that squishiness. But other than that, as long as you're ready for it, it puts in that work. Also, the rock, paper, scissors situation really doesn't help it out. If you go up against a fire type, yeah, you know, you're going to go down in a couple of quick moves pretty much, right? So just make sure you have a Pokemon to cover that fire weakness, and you're going to be looking pretty good. All right, so what I was going to say is that Scizor is actually going to get a new evolution in the future. We're going to get all these new Pokemon. So we got that new Growlithe, the new starter Pokemon, and at least new forms. I'm excited. I like the Typhlosion. It looks cool. And the Growlithe as well. The new Voltorb, which is going to be Grass and Electric, which I found a pretty neat typing right off the bat because it's not going to be weak to flying. It's not going to be weak to ground. But in Pokemon Go, it's still going to be taking that damage. So remember, it's going to be a new Voltorb altogether. You're not going to be able to evolve your current Voltorbs into the new one or anything like that. But we'll have to see when Niantic does release it. But that is digressing. Right. Anyways, I also put on the side here so you can see having Scizor is not going to be too beneficial. You don't really need to worry about it too much. Go Night Slash and Bullet Punch as well as Iron Head. But with that said, well, look at us going up against a fairy type here. All right, so what's going down? Bullet Punch, Bullet Punch. No more shields on there. Oh, nice lag. Gotta love this puttering. Oh, look at that. So sometimes when that does happen, I do feel like I get somewhat of an advantage because all of a sudden I got like 4 quick moves that go through compared to the damage that I should have been taking. It doesn't seem quite even, and vice versa. That happens to the opponents where they gain more energy and I'm stuck just sitting there. So that's your Go Battle League at its current state right now. So we're going to be swapping in here. Now, if you're wondering, why did they go Shadow Ball? Because Bullet Seed wasn't enough. They didn't have enough for 2 Bullet Seeds, and they knew we were going to do that and take the win. Good game. Moving on to our next opponent here. Also, I'm not going to be including a bunch of battles because a lot of people, I don't know what it was, but I swapped into Scizor and they just backed out immediately. Maybe it just kind of walled their team. Maybe they didn't have fire or fighting, and that was like, you know, the end of it. But yeah, I don't want to, it's just like, well, look at how good I am. I'll include a couple, you'll see. But anyways, so let's go. So Charizard's going Blast Burn. That's just what you want to do. Looks like they were maybe trying to catch an Ice Punch. But we didn't throw. We go for the Dynamic Punch, which is great. And now we're going to go Ice Punch here. I'm expecting them to use a shield. And then we will go ahead and shield right back. So we can just win this matchup, farm them down, and have energy ready to go for whatever they throw in here. Probably that Charizard. And then we can just hit him with the Ice Punch, right? So we got a good amount of, we got a good amount of health left. We have enough to survive a Fire Spin, right? Charizard does have energy, but they're coming here with a Wall Rant. Oh my gosh, that sucks because I could have went for Dynamic Punch, and they knew that. Oh, I guess they thought I didn't, or I had the energy. Perfect. So we're swapping into Crobat here, which is Purified. It does have great IVs for the Ultra League, and we're going to let it go. Crobat, is it tanky? I mean, it's a good Pokemon. It can take a hit, that's for sure. I wouldn't put it on the squishy side or anything. It's kind of like a neutral thing. So they're swapping back into Charizard. We're going to go for that Poison Fang here. Taking him out. They get one more Powdered Snow in here. Now, they have a good amount of energy. We have to think about that. If they get off an Earthquake on our Scizor, I do believe it will not quite KO. I have to go do the Sims. I don't know if it'll KO at this health. So we call it very, very nice. So we will be shielding this up. It doesn't matter what it is because at this point they can't get to an Earthquake. All right, that quickly. So we're going to go Night Slash here and take the win with the Scizor at the end. All right, there we go. Oh, getting the boost as well. All right. Let's keep it going here. Let's see what we're going to be met with for this battle. Leading the Poliwrath, I do believe, the entire time. I think, actually, we might switch it up. So we're met with an Escavalier here. We have to look out for Aerial Ace, although that's a horrible move. It is super effective non-stab, so just something to consider with the accumulation of counters. Do believe they actually go for it. There it is. Look at that. Look how much damage it does. Perfect. So you can have an example. So they're going to be swapping into Kingdra. I'm going to go ahead and just throw an Ice Punch just to do a little bit of extra damage before we do swap in here with our Crobat. I mean, I don't really have no other choice. I'm not going to be bringing in a Scizor that's going up against a water type to bullet punch it. Even though we're Shadow, it's just not worth it. We do resist the Dragon Breath, but it is a Shadow Scizor. It's still going to be taking a lot of damage. It is squishy as heck. And if you're wondering, should you make yours? I posted on Twitter, and a few of you posted your images of yours as well. You know, go for it. Now, something to consider, if you have a really good IV, whatever league you're making this for, Shadow, consider that it might get a community day in the future, right? Because I have a feeling this one does fall under the lines of potentially getting one. I have to go and look at the moves that it could get, but just a little bit of food for thought, okay? But that goes for pretty much anything good that you're making. In the future, it could potentially get one. So anyways, coming back in here with Crobat, such a massive resistance to counter. We're able to farm down and then go for the Poison Fang just in the nick of time here, lowering the defense on that Lapras, which is the last Pokemon. So there's not going to be no debuffing by swapping out. They're stuck there with that defense drop, which is perfect. Bringing in the Scizor, letting the first one go. Surf, that's a good amount of damage, all right, from a Surf, okay, from a Lapras. We're going Night Slash and getting the shield. Getting a little desperate here. Going for another Night Slash. Come on, buddy, old pal, old friend. And we take the win with our Scizor at the end up against the Lapras. Let's get it. All right, let's keep this moving here. What are we going to say? Oh, Crobat lead. Oh, Crobat lead mirror match going on, except mine is the good one and theirs is the evil one. All right. Got the Purified versus the Shadow going on here. So it's all about the bait at this point. So we're going to go ahead and just shield this up and call him the Shadow Ball. Thank goodness. We're going to go for the Poison Fang ourselves here. See if we can get a shield out of him. And no shield and retreat. Okay, that's that's how you play it. If somebody gives up a shield, go ahead and switch up there because we're going to be able to outpace them and they don't know what am I going to bait or not. All right, so Poliwrath is going to be a pretty amazing counter to Walrein because it's water type, all right? You resist the Icicle Spear. As far as the bulkiness of Poliwrath, it's got some thickness to it. It can take an Earthquake for sure. A couple of them, not quite, all right? From a Shadow, it's obviously doing more, so you got to look out. We're shielding it up correctly. Let's go. No more shields on their end. They're going to be swapping back into that Crobat. We're going to be throwing the Ice Punch immediately here to take them out. Oh, or more. One more quick move, and then we take them out. Shieldless battle. What's going on here? So our backline does need to worry about that Walrein because it has Earthquake and also Icicle Spear, and both the Pokemon are potentially weak to that. Scizor, you know, it is part bug, so it's not super effective, but it's so squishy and Shadow, it'll do a lot. So they have a Trevenant here. Here we go. Shadow Ball will KO. So they're going to definitely KO us with Shadow Ball. All right. Going back into the battle with our Crobat here. I don't really need to hit all the bubbles. I'm like, whatever. And we take the win there. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but like, You want to see somebody flex on me? Somebody flexes hard. And they lose, too. It's hilarious. I was a little annoyed. I was like, you really are flexing on me like this, huh? You'll see what happens. I don't even know where it is in this video. So, up against a Crobat. So, we had a battle lead, right? So, we're swapping here. Building up to 2. And they're going to be swapping the catch with their Walrein. And, all right, why not go for Solar Beam? Because they could shield it up. It's very nerve-wracking. And it's like this big guessing game, all right? We all know what it is. And I'm thinking, I'm going to survive. They farmed me down, and I was in complete, utter disbelief by that. I was kind of annoyed. We'll make a recovery here, but I was like, oh, are you serious? All right, so we're getting up to our Dynamic Punch here. And they're letting it go. Immediately swapping into our Scizor, which you got in the back, and Escavalier. It's getting a little nervous. is getting a little nervous here. What's gonna happen? So we got one shield left. We have to, we know that their Crobat doesn't have much energy. They can't take us out with a poison. Well, maybe now. Maybe now, but I think they don't even have a charge move ready to go, right? So we're going to go ahead and go Night Slash. Got to get the shield from them. Obviously, they're going to be shielding it up. There we go. In comes the Poliwrath. And, oh boy. Poison Fang? No, we lose that one. Okay, yeah, that was a clear loss there, unfortunately. But, yeah, don't win them all. Good game. Moving on to our next opponent. Met with a Nidoqueen. All right, got the fire in the back. Weak to the ground in the front. Let's go ahead and go Ice Punch here. Obviously, that's what you do. Do not shield the first one. Shadow or not. I mean, if it's your choice. But technically, for the most part, you don't shield the first one. Unless you're using something that's obviously weak, for one. Or a Shadow that's just so squishy, you know you can't take the following poison jabs and survive. You got to shield the first one. Or whatever you got to do, okay? But I'm pretty sure we already understand that concept. We're going to go ahead and go for another Ice Punch here. Getting both shields, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Scizor. And they're going to be bringing in Trevenant. I do believe this is one of those back out ones. And you're going to see why. Why would I include a whole bunch of these? All right, so they're taking the win. Clearly, probably walled the rest of their team. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll never see. Okay. Next battle, met with a Escavalier. Okay, got the fire in the back, pulling up the Steel Bug in the front. Okay, sounds good. Going to go ahead and go for the Dynamic Punch here. Hope everybody's having a good day, by the way. And I think I got something coming out for you all very soon. I don't know. I wanted to do something where I interacted with you, where I could answer questions, maybe like on a live stream or something like that. Because I know a lot of people have questions for me, trolls or non-trolls, I don't care. I mean, ask away, right? So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. If not, don't, who knows? Maybe I'll just carry on like it never happened. So we're going to see a Lapras here, and this this is a justified thing. So we land the Solar Beam swap, and then they back out. I mean, totally understand that. It's the guessing game. It's like you either guess it correctly or you don't. If you don't, it's over, and they got it right. Next battle, we're going to be met with a Walrein. Okay, let's go. Good lead. Swapping into Trevenant, we're going to go ahead and bring in our Scizor. This is what we've been wanting to see here, huh? Shadow Ball KOs, all right? with the Shadow Claw damage accumulation. Look at that. Bam, goodbye, sleep tight, but we still have Typhlosion, so we're going to go ahead and bring that in. I had to make the call. I figured they could go for the Shadow Ball, but it's like, you know, we're Steel and Bug, and if they go for Seed Bomb, it's like, that does no damage. Well, up against Scizor it is, but you understand where I'm coming from. So we're farming down, great. 1-to-1 shield, bunch of energy. I mean, this is not a bad situation here. Typhlosion is not messing around. So we go straight for the Blast Burn. I think we have one of those situations, yep, where they shield it, or they don't shield it up, and they'll shield up the next one. Yeah, it's just that guessing game, right? So they called it correctly, almost reminiscent of that other battle. Almost feels like it's the same battle repeated here. So what do we do here? Let this go, shield it up. Oh, we're shielding up an Icicle Spear. That's not good. So we're going to go ahead and swap because there's no way this is an Earthquake. And there it is, catching it. Very nice. And they said, no, thank you. I'm done here. All right, sounds good to me. I'll take my win. We'll continue on here. Moving on to our next opponent. I think this might be the Flexor. I don't know. We'll see. You'll see when it happens, and I'll call it out. And that's perfectly fine. I just found it to be funny. All right? I don't know if it was like advanced tactics. I don't think it was, honestly, because we've done this before. And it feels like it was more of like, ha, I got you exactly where I want you, and you're just going to try to claw your way out, but there's nothing you could do. But guess what? you get guess what? All right. So going for an Earthquake, got this mirror match. You know, I don't mind it too much. If you're in a Shadow, you got to look out. You know, you're taking more damage, but... Oh, we survive. Not enough to get to the Earthquake. So we just throw the damage because I'm not going to lock myself by swapping and holding on to the energy. No point. Just going to bring in Poliwrath. They're probably going to hit me with an Earthquake for sure. All right, so it's all up to Scizor. The squishiest thing on the team. Are you serious? There's no way this is an Earthquake, and I wanted to build up extra energy. I have to make up for lost HP now. So let's just hope that there's... Well, we'll see what's in the back. Scizor, it's all on you, buddy, old pal. So we're going to go ahead and throw this Ice Punch just to put on the pressure here. Do a little bit more damage. And then immediately swap, obviously. So we got 2 shields. And we did a bunch of damage. Getting to our Night Slash. We're going to get the shield if there's something in the back that's weak to it. All right, beautiful. We still have 2 shields left, and I do not care if I shield up 2 bullet seeds, or 2 seed bombs, sorry. Have I been calling it bullet seed? Seed bombs, you know what I mean. All right, so we shield this up again. I don't even care. Oh, Shadow Ball, okay. Come out with energy, bringing in a Nidoqueen. All right, so they're not getting to no Earth Power. That's not happening. Poison Fang, sure. For sure, they're going to get to that, but that's not very effective because of our steel typing. Something that we can take very little damage from. Thank you. Scizor coming in clutch with the win here. Hitting these bubbles barely. And what happens? Oh, we take the win. Let's go. All right, next battle. All right, what are we going to see? And there is that new outfit in the store. Oh, horrible lead. Horrible lead. Shadow Crobat versus Poliwrath. So we immediately swap into our Whalran here, and we're going to go for Earthquake. That's usually what you want to do, right? And they're letting it go. Fantastic. And this is just that matchup, you know. This thing is just, man, a menace. It's just going around, just causing all kinds of havoc. Taking over the whole meta. Making the meta shift a little bit. You know, the meta is the meta, and it'll always be the meta. But when there's a new Pokemon introduced, like, I don't know, Whalran here, that is just absolutely amazing. It's going to, you know, change a few dynamics of everything. So we're going to be bringing back the Poliwrath, going for the dynamic punch. And landing it. Still have 2 shields. That's great. Again, Scizor, are we putting the weight on it? I know we got the Poliwrath here, but they're going to be bringing this thing back in, so we got to look out. We're going to let it go. Poison Fang. Yeah, we don't want to use that shield. Now, this is quite literally putting all of the pressure on the Scizor in the back. Swapping now. What you got back there? Lapras. Okay. Don't like this. We do resist ice, but I still don't like it. Night Slash, please give me the boost. No boost. Lag. Love it. Don't know if they were gaining a bunch of energy while we're still, but we certainly didn't that time. All right, getting to an Iron Head here. We're going to go ahead. I'm just thinking, this is another Night Slash. Don't shield it up. Fantastic. Let's go. Obviously shielding this up. Scizor putting in the work for us. And let's see it. All right. Swapping into Poliwrath to catch. And we're looking fantastic. All right. Farming down. Are we going to... Oh, my goodness. What's happening here? Oh, Bullet Punch. Take the win. They had a shield. Let's get it. Next battle. Where in the heck is that Flexor at? I'm trying to see that. All right. So they're swapping into a Gyarados. Oh, I think it might be this one. All right. So... in the moment, it felt like it, but after rewatching it, I'm starting to understand what's going on here. Pretty sure why they stopped attacking. They weren't lagging. It was so we couldn't gain farm off of them with our next Pokemon. Their health was low enough for basically to just be taken out in one shot. So advanced tactics, that's what they were using. Okay, so let's not get it all messed up on my end. I give them that. I mean, they weren't trying to flex. They were trying to play advanced tactics. Okay, so you'll see what happens here. But when I personally was doing the battle, it was just like my mind was just going a million miles an hour. I was like thinking, oh yeah, you want to do it like that? So yeah, no, they were definitely not flexing. I'm pretty sure they were just trying to do some advanced tactics. So a Glade, shieldless on my end, and a Glade. Yeah, that's not good. So they bring in Muck here. So we're locked. And they're going to basically just one-shot us. So we have 1 HP. Incredible. So this is where they stop attacking. And then they take us out. So I'm pretty sure that's exactly why they did that. Is so we cannot farm them even more so. We bring in the Whalran. And we're even able to get to it, though. So I feel like what they just did there actually helped me out in the long run. Thank you? Thank you. So look, watch this. I'm thinking to myself, no. At this point, I thought this was a flex. And I'm like, no. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Oh, man, you have no idea how much I was laughing my butt off. But that was a good game, though. Right. Anyways, next battle, what are we going to see here, folks? Let's get it. Oh, we love to see that Whalran. They're swapping into a Blaziken. All right, so the backline is just completely going to get destroyed by that. We have a Bug and Steel. We have an Ice. So, yeah. We have to stay with the Poliwrath. They know. They're like, the backline's weak to this Pokemon. Or they think that I'm comfortable here and just to take the win. So they used a shield. We didn't. We called their Blaze Kick. Let's stinking go. But here's the thing. Now we don't have the counter for that first Pokemon coming in here with the Machamp. All right, now I'm getting nervous because we do not want to see a fighter in the back either. So, yeah, we got to immediately swap here. We got to pull the trigger on that. Just bring in the ice type. The heck with it. I know we can take the damage. We're not a shadow. We still dish out a lot. They're a shadow, so they're going to be taking a lot of damage as well. And I'm actually going to let this go because it's just, I can't. They got 2 cross chops. If I shield it up, they're just going to hit me with another one. So it's best to just bring in Scizor, farm them up. They're going to, oh, there you go, your quit. They think that's the... All right, we'll leave that one in there because that was pretty much a full battle. I'm not just immediately quitting. All right, so looking all right, looking all right. It could be better, but hey, it is what it is. We're having fun over here with different Pokemon. If you did enjoy my video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Bang.